Yeah, we're gonna do that.
You're gonna do it? You know what it's about, right?
What
is it about?
It wobbles and you have to be straight all the time.
It makes you wobble and you try to keep your balance? Is that what it is?
You have to be straight all the time.
That's interesting. I wonder what the benefits of that are.
You can try it too. But you have to be really still.
You have to be really still? Okay.
All the time.
Okay. I appreciate that. I'd like to try
Put
it.
me on the list. Oh no.
Okay. You have a yard sale coming up?
The Nantucket Basket Museum, their annual yard sale on November 22nd at the Yacht Club on South Beach Street.
Okay.
There is literally something for everybody at that sale.
Ooh. Well, we won't miss that, won't we?
Furniture,
great.
clothing, new items.
The 22nd.
22nd.
I'll be there.
All right.
How's the NHA doing?
Great.
They're part of the expo?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, we would love people to know that we have a brown bag lunch every Thursday between 12 and 1. People bring their lunches and we have wonderful speakers and it's open from 12 to 1. You know, the whole community comes in. So it's a great opportunity for seniors to get out of the house and spend some time at the museum.
Thank you. What dog is it? Has a special thing on it?
It's a English chocolate lab, you're correct.
It is.
But the thing on her neck is the Athenaeum membership.
Oh, it is?
She's a member, she has a her own library card.
Oh, she goes everywhere?
Yes, everywhere.
Why is that?
Well, she accompanies me everywhere.
Oh,
she never leaves my side.
A companion dog.
Yes.
How are you, Jim?
I'm doing just great. Glad to have you here.
I'm glad to be here and glad to hear what's happening over at the Nantucket Conservation Foundation.
Well, we're talking about all of the properties that we have available for people to go out walking at this time of the year. Wonderful experience. No bugs out there.
That's right.
Places like Squam Swamp are just idyllic at this time of the year. Get in out of the wind. Get in out of the wind and just enjoy Mother Nature. She's got a lot to offer out there.
What else is going on over there now? We're kind of we're all filled up, probably, right? We don't need any more conservation land.
No. That's not
We could
true.
use more.
We could use more. There are still a few more pieces of property out there that are worthy of protection, and between the Foundation, the Land Bank Commission, and our counterparts at the Land Council working on conservation restrictions, we all work together and try and make it happen.
Is there a particular piece that we should talk about or no?
High security stuff.
Oh, it is?
Yep.
Because if you blow that, then do you actually have to be careful because a developer could step in and do you have to walk carefully?
That's.
I would think you would.
Yes, sure.
And then you have to approach people a certain way.
That is correct.
And if people want to
because a lot of the properties that we're interested in, the conservation community, are also of interest to development interest, and sometimes we have to try and get there ahead of them, and sometimes we don't.
But aren't they in the position to offer maybe a little bit more money to the
Absolutely.
people?
Well, and that's the origin of the Land Bank Commission. The town recognized that the private conservation organizations on the island couldn't keep pace with the prices that were being paid by others for development possibilities, and the town fortunately stepped up to the plate 25 years ago, established the Land Bank Commission that in part takes advantage of the development that's going on because they're extracting the 2% transfer tax out of it, which works for everybody.
Yeah.
And gives them with a financial resource to be able to go out and acquire property. Whereas the foundation has primarily been by gift over the years. About 75% of what the foundation owns today as protected open space that's open for everybody's enjoyment.
Yep.
That was given to the foundation. So we were in a much better position, but those were in early times when people were motivated because the value of the property just was not what it is today. Properties that we used to buy for, I was thinking the other day, the windswept cranberry bog, which many people are familiar with at the intersection of Pulpus and the Wawunnett Road. That property was purchased at the rate of $1,800 an acre, $1,800. Today, the most recent involvement that we've had in the purchase is the University of Massachusetts field station, 110-acre property there for $22 million. It's a lot more than $1,800 an acre.
There you go. Well, then I think we should,
But
on that basis, you
well,
should.
every woman
Well,
I
the
see,
men-
I don't think I should donate to.
No. It's,
Why should I donate to this?
There's a monument for the men founders.
Okay. Oh, founders, yeah.
And we thought we would put up a monument recognizing the wives of the men, that they were equally important in the founding of this island. So this is going to be put up in another couple of weeks.
December 6th.
December the 6th.
December 6th.
We're going to do the dedication of the new stone December 6th, Sunday during Stroll Weekend at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
And what the whole thrust of this is to recognize the women who were buried up in the Founders Burial Ground. The existing stone just lists 10 of the men founders that were buried there and their dates. And the women's stone will list their wives and also something about the fact that these women had over 80 children, and they are the foremothers of generations of people who still live here.
Yeah.
So,
And you have all their names? I mean, obviously because of the men.
right, yeah.
But you're sure that the women are there too?
We know that all the women, with the exception of two, hi Joan, how are you, are there in the cemetery. So, plus there are a lot of other ones, women and children, and so the whole idea was to recognize women and children who were born there, and it wasn't just the men who were the founders of the island.
Oh.
Why? Well, the community pool is under the umbrella of the community school. It's part of the community center that's within the high school.
All right.
Many years ago, when the addition was put onto the high school, we had the auditorium added on and then a swimming pool for the community. So it's an interesting partnership because we have the community school in the afternoons and evenings, and then it's a public school during the day. But it's a great thing for our community to have the pool here, and we have a beautiful swimming pool, as you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
And,
sometimes it needs to be heated a little more.
Well, yes, it does, and
It does get a little cold in there.
It did. That was one of the
it costs
challenges
money.
that we had with the budget cuts last
Well,
year.
you know, when they put those solar panels up that they never used, they should have heated. Wasn't that the intention? Was to heat that water with?
I don't know. There were solar panels that were put up a long time ago, and I
they
guess
took them off.
they took them off because the roof leaked, from what I
but they
understand,
never
and
used
it
them.
wasn't. And we've
never-
looked into doing that now. We've
Yeah,
actually
that's a
had
good thing.
a couple of local gentlemen
Nice. Good.
looking, and they've put solar panels up at CPS. They're currently up, and they're doing that as a pilot program.
Great.
Because what I'm trying to do at the community school, along with our staff and Jack McFarland, is reduce the overall cost of the running of the pool for the building, because
great.
pools are expensive.
Absolutely, I know. I realize that.
And the research they've done, I mean, there isn't a community pool that makes money. You're not in the business of making money. You want to make it affordable.
Right.
I feel strongly that being on an island, everybody should have an opportunity to
Absolutely.
learn to swim.
You got to keep the pool.
And we got to keep the prices reasonable,
Yeah, exactly.
so that it's accessible to all.
So how are we doing at the community school?
We're doing very well.
Yeah?
We're
What's
very
going on?
exciting. We've got our new campus downtown, thanks to the partnership of Remain Nantucket.
Oh, great.
We have
Wow.
a daytime classroom that's open now.
Where is that? Is that at the?
It's in the Greenhelm building.
Yep. So
we
is that
started off-
doubling as a? That's going to be the transportation center, right?
It is in the summer, yes.
Oh,
This
in the
is
summer,
this.
sure.
We have the space until next May.
Awesome.
It's a pilot program for us, and we started off a little soft for the fall because we realized that our community, a lot of people are still working second jobs and maybe not have the time to do daytime classrooms right now. But in the winter, you're going to see some daytime classrooms, also evening computer programs. There's beautiful computer systems down there.
Wow.
And starting next week, we're going to offer free computer classes, 45 minutes, for people just to come in. They have to register, so we
Yeah.
know, because we can only take 15 people.
Right.
But we're going to offer 45 minutes of free computer instruction so that people can come in and see if they want to learn Outlook or if they want to learn Excel or different programs, because if you're new at computers, you don't necessarily know what you want to learn until you have an opportunity to see what you can do and what you can do with your computer.
Right.
So Michelle Meckler is going to be down there. She's going to be teaching the classes during the day, Monday through Thursday. We're also going to be doing free Spanish classes, English classes, for our ESL
Excellent.
community.
Great.
And they'll be free 2 days a week down at the Greenhelm building. And then we'll be offering French conversation on Fridays.